All right, Shalom. Ko Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakat Kodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who do teach and rule well and taught us this 100% truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace, love, and salutations unto the elect. All right. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 11 and verse 17. I'll start at verse 16. All right. And the 24 elders which sat before the Most High on their seats fell upon their faces and worshiped Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, saying, We give thanks, O Lord, power almighty, which art and was and art to come, because thou hast taken to thee thy great power and has reigned. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest givest reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. All right. Okay, and this is inspired, where are we at? Right here. All right. By this individual, all right, Sean Rain, who is an entrepreneur and investor, all right, and a board member at Harvard. Okay. And this is what he said. All right, I will start here. Okay, India, let's be honest. The U.S. will never let another nation surpass it economically without trying to contain or destroy it, especially a non-white nation. Look what the U.S. did to Japan with Plaza Accords and what it's doing to China now with Xinjiang, Taiwan, and sanctions. The U.S. will come after you. All right. Hey, and the reason why I started with Rev, all right, 11, okay, and we'll go back up just briefly, okay, because, all right, great power, all right, is coming, all right, and a rulership, all right, is being restored, all right, and going further, all right, of course, the nation's being angry, all right, the time of judgment, all those things, all right, but destruction is going to come, okay. And why? Well, as we see here, man, because this great whore, all right, this great harlot, all right, who has, been deceiving the world, all right, has to be destroyed, man. Okay. And the point of this is that, first and foremost, with our elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, all right, these things have been being declared. All right, in Salakia, first and foremost, through our forefathers, okay, the prophets of Israel, all right, the Israelites who had prophesied and written those things aforetime in the Holy Scriptures, all right, and then in this present time, starting with our elders and apostles of Great Millstone and their elders and high priests that preceded them, high priest Salakia Yaikwab, all right, Ariyah, the beloved elder Abba Bivens, and King Masha. Okay. Now, what's going on here is that ultimately Esau is being made bare, man. He's being exposed. Okay. Here's another comment. G7 announces $600 billion US dollar infrastructure fund to combat China's One Belt, One Road. The G7 would rather contain China and ensure a world order based on U.S. imperialism and European colonialism. All right, you see that? Remains intact. All right, so that's what they're doing. They would rather contain China, all right, and ensure a world order based on U.S. imperialism and European colonialism remains intact, rather than actually spending infrastructure in the G7 countries themselves. You see? Hey, it shows this place is through, man. The nations are angry. Okay. First and foremost, that Esau Edom. All right. Let's go to Obadiah. All right. Starting, of course, the first chapter, starting at verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord, power concerning Edom. All right. You self-proclaim white people, which are not white. You are red. Okay. The social construct of white and black was created by an Edomite or a so-called white man. All right. And the system was known as the Linnaean classification system. All right. And what this white man did, he basically went about to change what creation was called. All right. So they went about changing plants' names, animals' names. They came up with, color and all these other characteristics to basically label life itself, if that makes sense. Okay. Thus saith the Lord, power concerning even we have heard a rumor from the Lord. And an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And you see that, man? That's exactly what's going on here. All right. They've already spent millions and billions of dollars, all right, with the Ukraine situation. Now they're announcing $600 billion, all right, to so-called combat China. All right. And why, man? We just read it. Verse 3, Obadiah 1 and 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? All right. And the beautiful thing about it is, this particular Harvard board member is exposing it. All right. Let's be honest. The U.S. will never let another nation surpass it economically. You see that? He continues on, you should move India to closer relations with China to improve trade relations and make Indians richer. With China, forge new world order that treats blacks, yellows, browns, whites equally. All right. Because ultimately, these people are seeing what's going on, man. All right. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. You see? So America is still doing the same things, man. All right. America is still doing the same things that they have done, man. That well-favored harlot. All right. Oh, Salakia. All right. I want Jeremiah. Okay. And also, actually, I could just search it here. All right. We'll just get the merchants. Okay. Oh, Salakia, man. These damn phones. All right. Nope. All the way down. All right. Revelation 18 and 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her. You see, and this is another example on how they're living deliciously. All right. A new agreement that brings $600 billion, all right, among these G7 countries, all right, by way of who? By way of the harlot, all right, the well-favored harlot, okay? Salakia, Revelation 18, all right, verse 9, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth her merchandise anymore. All right, pretty soon ain't gonna be no more money going out of this place, man. All right, the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beast and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee. And all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. All right. And all these different things just represents merchandise and trade. All right. And agreements. All right. Imports, output, exports, all those things. All right. Verse 15, the merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. You see? Hey, and that's America, man. All right. Again, the purpose of this was to just show, man. All right. The nations are angry, man. All right. Chiefly at Esau. They are ready, man. All right. Matter of fact, Jeremiah 50 and 24, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Why? Hey, thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. All right. Hey, matter of fact, whoa, Salakia. Phone froze. All right, Zechariah. Come on, man. Damn thing. Zechariah 2 and 7. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. You see that? Hey, the nations which, hey, man, we've been made a spoil. Hey, what does it say in Lamentations? All right, all they that pass by thee. All right, what's that? Lamentations 2. All right, starting at verse 15. Let me see if I have to. Nope. 15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? Hey, and another beautiful point about this is, hey, it shows you who's in control. Okay. Hey, because $600 billion, you can do a lot with that, man. All right. Hey, and back when in Obadiah, all right, do I still have it up? Let's go back to it. All right, really quickly. All right, Obadiah chapter 1, all right, verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? You see? Hey, you're being searched out, man. All right, why? Hey, because you have destroyed, you've touched the apple of the Lord's eye, first and foremost. You've destroyed the world. You've deceived the nations by way of the delicacies of the harlot, being America, with the trade agreements, which you're still establishing here today. All right, still pushing that Edomite imperialism. All right, doing all these things, man. All right, and that's why destruction is going to come to this place, man. All right, but let's continue in Obadiah real quick. All right. Verse 6, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread, all right, weren't we just reading that? They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. You see that? Oh, Salakia. All right. Hey, and that's what's going on, man. Okay. You got, and not even these nations. All right. But the point of this as well. All right. You got regular Edomites, man. All right. This regular, individual Harvard board member. All right. That are coming up against America, man. All right. Hey, you might as well do this. You might as well go with China. You might as well yada, yada, yada. Okay. Because at the end of the day, the U.S. is not the way to go, man. All right. Swift destruction is coming to this place, man. All right. And people see what's going on. All right. It's being talked about more and more. All right. Here we go. This was the last comment I wanted to share. Dear POTUS, all right. Aside from whether or not other countries want infrastructure from a country bringing Amtrak, the Big Dig, and crumbling roads, where is all the money supposed to come from? Inflation is at a 40-year high because the U.S. printed money irresponsibly during the situation and warring. You see that? Hey, man. And if this regular peon knows this, how much more the nations, man? All right? How much more the nations, man? Hey, this place is in a trick bag, man, and shall surely be destroyed, man. All right? And I brought this out a bit too early. All right, but let's go ahead and, where am I at? Let me go back. All right. Revelations, Salakia. Here we go. Revelations 18 and 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai hath avenged you on her. All right. And that's what we're waiting on, man. All right. These merchants, they're gonna, have their little 2-second pity party. All right. But ultimately this place is gonna be destroyed, man. And as you see here, man, because of what? Because of Esau, man. Esau's wickedness. All right. Further known in today's verbiage, all right, further known today as U.S. or European imperialism or colonialism, all right, and it's all dying, man. You see, it's all dying, all right. The country that brought Amtrak, the Big Dig, and crumbling roads. Where is all this money supposed to come from? All right, America is dead, man. All right. And soon there shall be swift destruction by way of thermonuclear, the ICBM, intercontinental ballistic nuclear missiles, man, that shall hit this place. All right. Hey, Lord's will you was edified. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rachak, Kodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations unto the elect. Shalom.